Last time we did this, we gave away, I'm not even going to tell you how many websites because I'm embarrassed to say it, and we're not going to do that again this time, I don't think. But we started 8 business owners off on their business journey. And this week is going to be a little combo of Dating Different and the Fempreneur Business Blueprint. So I'm really, 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 really excited. And as I was sitting here thinking about it, I was like, dang, I know that oftentimes I'm looking through my forum, right, that we have on the website, and I keep seeing some of the same stuff. Some of the struggles with conversation and not knowing what to say, some of the struggles with your lifestyle and leveling up in your career. I'm seeing a whole lot of pictures of conversations, which is beautiful because then we can help you. Obviously, you're in the right place for help. But I also realized that, like, I'm seeing these testimonials evolve day after day after day. And we had a student step in just the other day that said, I've been in here for literally 24 hours. I've already met someone. I stayed up all night reading all night long. Okay. And she's like, I finally met somebody. I'm super excited. And they're planning a date this week, a social distance date. So stay tuned for that. I'll leave the post in the on the page tomorrow, I promise. But as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, damn, I can't imagine how many women were like me just a year ago without this forum, without this community of women to really help, to guide, to motivate, to drive you, to help you succeed and be successful. Like, it's incredible what you can do when you have the right support system. And a lot of that is what this call is going to be about this weekend, this Saturday. Of course, we're going to do our last and final live with Papa on Instagram. All the other ones are going to be done on the website only. So if you're not on there, you better get on there before the COVID special ends for $2.50. Okay, it's over this weekend. But I was thinking, like, damn, yeah, money's also a struggle. So as I'm sitting here thinking, I'm thinking about, like, the company that we keep. And I wanted to go through some of the top mistakes that I find when it comes to leveling up your dating, right? So there are 3, okay? There are 3. Number 1 is the company you keep, okay? And I realize as we look around, like, wow, when you have better company, you make amazing moves. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. Number 2 is no idea, right? So when I talk to ladies about leveling up and I'm like, well, what's stopping you and why are you stuck and what are you having trouble the most with? They're like, I have no idea, right? When I talk to them about their business and being their own boss and becoming their own boss, they're like, literally, I have no idea, right? I have no idea how to go into business for myself. I have no idea how to even get started, right? I have no idea how to step into this leveled up lifestyle. I have no idea. Hang on one second. I got to get my food. And the third one, just like you said, sis, making quick cash. Making quick cash. Like, how? Thank you. Have a good night. So it's making quick cash. Like, how many of you have been stuck when it comes to making quick cash? Like, everybody's question is always the same. How do I make some money? Sorry. And you know what's even crazier is that I noticed that it's the same on both sides. I noticed that the women that are stepping into the Date Different blueprint, same as the women that are stepping into the Fempreneur Business Blueprint. They're like, I need money and I need it now. Right? Like, how do I make quick cash, Lee? Like, they're always asking, what do I have to do? How do I make some money, especially now during this whole thing. And really, obviously, it's not coming to an end anytime soon. Like, we're in this to win this. You know what I mean? Like, we are obviously in this until the summertime. We're doing birthday parties in quarantine. We're like, this is life now, right? So I want to address these three things throughout the week. Obviously, it's way too much content to put into one live video. So I'm going to break it down for you over the next few days. So between now and our event on Saturday, don't miss out. There's only 25 seats. So if you don't have a seat yet, you definitely want to get one. But tonight, we're going to dive into number one, which is the company that you keep. Now, I want to start off real quick with just letting you know that the company you keep starts with your vibe. Now, forgive me on the screenshot here, but your vibe really does attract your tribe. So if you go to look around you as we work through this exercise tonight and we talk through some of the how, right? You ladies are going to do a little reflecting. And as you do some reflecting, I want you to accept and hold accountability for what part you play, right? So let's talk about number one, okay? Number one is the company that you keep, okay? So now everybody, this is no shade, no shot. Some of you are going to feel personally attacked throughout this conversation, and that's okay. That's okay, right? But I need you to participate with me, because if you don't participate with me, then this doesn't work, okay? Like I tell the ladies all the time that are in the forum, if you don't participate in the forum, it doesn't work. If you're one of those ladies that stepped into the forum and you were like, holy smokes, like I'm seeing results instantly, it's because you stayed, like our friend P did, up all night and, and dug through, right, to gain the knowledge. So first of all, I'm going to start by asking, how many of you have your pens and papers out right now? Because there's some good notes that are about to be dropped today, right? I don't do this for my health. So how many of you have your pens and papers out right now? If you have a pen and paper out right now, drop me a pen and paper emoji. Let me see your pens and papers. I know my students do. They better. I know my students do. Hey, Chantal. Are we ready for these gems tonight, ladies? Yes, yes? Drop a gem if you're ready for these gems. Let me see the gems. Are you ready for these gems? Drop the gems. I see you, Shan. I see you, ladies. I see my students. They already know. They're like, look, came prepared. Ladies, please go tell your sis sisters that we are live and we are about to drop gems. Thank you, Gia. I see you, ladies. I see you. Hey. All right, so let's get right into it. Now, we're going to talk tonight. Now, throughout the week, if you're just tuning in, throughout the week, first of all, if you're just tuning in and you've never caught my live before, you definitely want to get a pen and paper out tonight and the rest of the week, okay? Because we are dropping gems all week. This is our final week to be releasing gems and dropping them on live. So if you're not a part of the Sweet Student Forum for at least $2.50, you will see a lot less of us because we now own the house where we make the rules and we can go live for as long as we want on our own website. So make sure you join the forums for $2.50 on sweet2elite.com, okay? Now, in the meantime, if you are tuned in already and you don't have a pen and a piece of paper, well, shame on you, because you're about to miss some golden nuggets, okay? We're going to talk tonight about one of the top 3 level up mistakes, okay? One of the top 3. Now, there's 3 major ones, okay? But the first one we're going to talk about tonight, which is the company that you keep. Now, we're just going to, real quick, how many ladies, how many of you, and again, this is only going to work with participation. So how many of you have people saved in your phone, right? That's an easy one, right? Thumbs up if you have people saved in your phone. Everybody's got phone numbers saved, right? That's an easy one. How many people would you say you have saved in your contacts list, right? How many people would you say you have in your contact list? Is it 25? Is it 50? Is it 150? Is it like 500? Is it crazy like me? The number is like more than you want to admit, because most of them, they probably don't even have that number anymore. How many people do you have in your contacts list? So if you open up your cell phone right now and you go into contacts and you click contacts, how many people do you have in that list? How many would you say? 25, 30 people in the contacts list? Okay, 30. I've got hundreds. 96, okay. Over 50. This is shameful. 615. I've had the same Google number for a really long time. Or I'm sorry, the same phone number with a Google phone for a really long time. So how many contacts do you have? I see over 50. How many do you have? Over 500 between both phones. That's like me. Cheers to that. Knowing a lot of people. Networking at your best. How many people do you ladies have? Okay, so here's the thing. Most of us, it's safe to say we have over 20, right? At least. Now, I want you to take a look. If you have your phone and you're not on it right now, if you are on it right now, just take a second, pop out the live. It's okay. You won't miss anything. I'll give you a second to do this. Okay. I'll give you a moment to be able to do this, because I really want you to be engaged with this. This only works tonight if you are engaged. So if you are just tuning in, make sure you get a pen and paper. Okay. I want you to take a look in your phone at how many contacts you have. And I want you to let me know how many of them are women. How many of them are women? How many contacts do you have that are just women? Okay? How many contacts do you have that are just women? How many? For me, it's hard to say because I have so many, but I would have to say probably like half. Yeah, 50%. Okay. Okay. Over 200 are women. Okay. My students coming through with the answers. 300. Man says 300 women. Okay. Hard to say. Give me a ballpark. Give me a ballpark. How many women? How many women? Let's say what percentage of them are women? Would you say 1% of them are women? Over 50% are women? Or 100% of them are women? How many would you say? 3, 1 mobile, 6 other. I know that's right. Keep it minimal on the phone. Okay, so ladies, I want you to look at this percentage of women. Most of us said over 50%, right? So over 50% of them are women. Now, how many of those women have families, right? How many of them have families? Either they're a mom or a wife or a girlfriend or an ex-baby mama, right? How many of them have a family? Right? So we know that 50% of your phone is women, right? 50% is women. And of that 50% of women, what percentage would you say have families? 5% have families? Okay. 23. Okay. Okay. How many would you say? Ballpark. Around 50 of them. Thank you, Raf. 8% of them. Okay. All right, 30%, man says. Okay, okay. Now, out of that percentage, right, how many of those people can you relate with? Right? Just those two things, right? We're all women, right? So that's an easy one. Some of us have families, some of us don't. Now, some of us came from a vagina, so we have a family. So 100% of us have families, right? We either have a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, an uncle, a cousin, a best, a best sister, a best cousin, a best whatever, right? But we all have actual families, right? We all have mom, we all have dad, 100%, right? Now, how many of those women have a job? Just real quick, right? How many of those women are actually working? She said, I'm the only one with no kids. I know that's right, girl. That must be tough. None that have families of their own. That's okay, but they're a part of a family. They are a part of a family, right? 100%. So how many of them have a job? How many of your friends that you know that are women that have families have a job? 100%? Okay. Okay. 80%? Okay. Let's get that honesty out. Let's get that honesty out. Go through the phone, girl. Go through the phone. Go through. That's okay if you don't have a best. If you have an auntie, an uncle, a cousin, right? Go through your phone real quick, and I want you to tell me what percentage of those women that also have families, right? They're either the youngest in a family, they're the oldest in a family, they're the head of a family, right? How many of them have a job? How many of those women have a job? Most of them, all of them. Okay, I know that's right. Hey, friends. Good friends, okay? Now we're talking about the company you keep, so I want you to keep it real, right? We got to keep it real. All of them have jobs, okay? Fair enough. Let's see. Where are the ladies that have friends that don't have a job? Who got that one friend that just can't keep a job to save her life? I know there's somebody out there because I got a few ladies in my phone that don't have a job. They may not be considered friends, but they're in my phone. I mean, I have 600 people in there, you know. I feel that. She said, my friends have kids. They need to work. I feel that. So out of those women, right? She says she's cut off right now. Out of those women that have a job, right? Out of those women that have a family and a job, how many of those women are following their dreams? What percentage would you say? 1%? Over 50%? Or 100% of your friends are following their dreams? What would you say? For the ladies that are just tuning in, grab your pens, grab your papers. Make sure that you are participating tonight because we've got a special surprise at the end of this live. So make sure you stay tuned all the way through the end or you will miss out. Your best kept secret, that's honest. She says 0%. Half Baked says 1%. Shan said, whew, Chile. What percentage would you say? 1%? 50% or 100% of those women that are women in your phone are contacts of yours, you know them, they have families or are part of a family, they have a job, and they are following their dreams. How many? 0.5%. Okay, now we're getting honest. All right. Okay. 0%, they all complain, Pretty Gun said. You need to be in the forum, girl. You need to get around women who know and will pour into you, girl. Thinking about it is now not one of them. Not one of them, Lola? Not one? 1%, 3%. Wow, these percents are dropping. We went from 500 people to 1% of 500 people? That's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible. I mean, I want you ladies to look around you and I want you to really now take a look at this 1%, right, that are following their dreams. How many of those women that are in your phone that are a part of a family, okay, that have a job are following their dreams and are a business owner? How many of them own a business? Just the women. Just the women. We're just talking about us here. This is all about us tonight. This is all about us ladies tonight. Fellas, if you're tuning in, I'm sorry. It's all about us tonight. And they are the most judgmental. Ouch. How many of them are following their dreams? I'm going to touch on that in a second, Lola. I'm going to touch on that in a second. And while we're waiting to touch on that, I'd like you to drop in the comments, if you will, and just let me know what makes them judgmental. Like, what characteristics do they have that make them judgmental? You know what I mean? What makes you say that? So I want you to take a look, ladies. It's getting real quiet out there. How many? How many own their business? How many women in your phone that are your friends, acquaintances, old friends from back in the day, high school friends, the acquaintance that you met when you were doing your laundry, whatever. 1 to 2 women, okay? Half Baked, that's honest, 1 to 2 women. How many women do you know that own their own business? How many women in your phone do you know? How many women? Right? So we talk about leveling up. We talk about lifestyle. We want to meet this amazing guy. And, right? How many of you, how many of them do you know that are just starting with themselves? That gets into imaginary numbers. Ouch. 4 in my phone have a business. You're in there. Ooh, I count. Okay, fair enough. I count. So if I'm in your phone, I do count. Just checked and I only have 3. So for those of you that said 1 to 3, how many contacts do you have that are women that have a job, that are a family? How many did you say? What's the bigger number? How many women are in your phone that have a job, that have a family? Versus the women that have all those things and are a business owner. What's the ratio? Right? So if you had 500 people and you know 2 business owners, I want you to put 500/2. If you had 23 people in your phone and you know 2 business owners, I want you to put 23-2. I want you ladies to see these numbers in your face. I want you to see them, because the top reason why you are not leveling up in your dating lifestyle, who you attract, as well as your company, meaning your business, what you do, right? For a living, what you're going to do for the rest of your life. The reason why you're not leveling up in those 3 areas, ladies, is because number 1, the company that you keep. The company that you keep. So I just want you to see these numbers, ladies. 80-4. 23-3. 272-4. Ladies, do you see these numbers? 120 people I know, 0 business owners. Are you ladies starting to see how scary this is? Now let me tell you why. Okay? How many of you had mom or grandmom raise you? Right? And grandmom and mom said, you are the company you keep. Don't you hang out with such and such. Right? Or she said, Tran, no hang out with bad man from down street. Right? No hang out, bad man, bad boy, bad girl. Don't like her. Right? How many of you had Spanish Wella that was like, hell no. Right? How many of you had her? And she was like, you are the company that you keep. How many of you have heard that before? Let me just drop some hearts if you've heard that saying before. How many of you have heard things like your net worth is your network, right? Or your network is your net worth. How many of you have heard these things before? Sound familiar? Right? How many others have you heard? What others have you heard that makes sense, right? Like even down to like, you're as strong as your weakest link, right? How many of you have heard these things? They sound familiar, right? Even as simple as you are what you eat. If you start appreciating your body as the factory that it is, honey, if you start appreciating your castle, okay, and you start feeding your throne through here, right? I promise you, if you just start feeding it the right things, it'll pump out the right things. I'm telling you. Birds of a feather. Ooh, somebody's mom said. Birds of a feather flock together. Show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. Ooh, Russian saying. Very good. I'm sure my honey knows about that one. Papa is very Russian. Through and through, so I'm sure he knows that one. What other ones you ladies know? Those are some good ones. I forgot about those. You ladies have heard these, right? Not just from like elder women who were like wise and are trying to counsel you, but like even just like, the ex boyfriend who was like really shitty at delivery and like didn't know how to say things, and thought you were getting a little heavy around the edges and was like, you are what you eat, honey. Right? But like, how many of you have heard these things, yet we ignore them every single day? We ignore them every single day. Listen, this goes for friends. This goes for family. If you ladies look at this breakdown of what we just did and you apply it to your family, you're going to be embarrassed, because I'm embarrassed. right? I'm not even going to go there because I don't want to embarrass myself or y'all on here. That's not the intent, right? So if you do this with you just did it with your friends. Imagine if you do it with just your family. Imagine if you could get your family on one accord when it came to like dating different and lifestyle and career path and like where you guys were going and ownership and like, could you imagine how powerful your family could be? Look around you. Look at the Kardashians. Like, people are like, well, why are they famous? Well, why are they famous? Doesn't even matter. They're famous. They're all doing something different. Kris is a genius, right? So, like, if you apply this to your family, it starts to be painful, right? So, like, I want you to think about the people that you're around, right? I want you to think about those 300 people or those 23 people or those, right? How many of them would you say you hang around and spend time with? Like, sincerely spend time with? Like, you know, you'll go out to eat, or you'll go out to the club, or you guys go to school together and you do classes or homework, or, right? Like, how many, what's the percentage, or what's the number, right? Because I know we could count the few people that we hang out with. How many people do you actually spend your time with? Think of the women, right? Think of the women, just the women that you spend your time with, right? Think of them. How many is there? You don't spend your time with any women? You have no friends? Coco has one, okay. Generational curses would be a thing of the past. Whoo, say it, girl. One half baked says 0. Okay. Ladies, you have no girlfriends. You have no female friends that you hang out with at all. You spend zero time with lady friends. They don't have to own a business. They don't have to, right? They're just women, right? They're just females. They got our parts. How many would you say you hang out with? 2? 1, okay, in my area. Doesn't matter, just period. In life itself, in general existence, how many women would you say that you interact with on a regular basis? Maybe not every single day, but like, you know, the friends. Like, how many would you say? About 3, okay. Maybe 1. Okay, now she doesn't have to be, you know, a business owner. She just a friend, just women friends in general. How many women friends do you spend your time with? Do you hang out with? Whether it be like, you know, spa session, getting your nails done. You know, we all got that nail friend, the one that you call just to go get your nails done because she's like too much for anything else. You know, 2 to 3. Okay, half baked says 2 to 3. Correction, 2 to 3. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. How many, ladies? How many? 10? Okay, that's a lot of friends. It's a good circle of friends, Chantal. I could see that for you. That's one of my diamonds right there. She's super social. I could see that. I'm with my kids 90% of the time. Brief conversations, maybe. Okay, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Five. Okay. 5. Now, ladies, out of these 5 people, you ever like be around one of them and one of them has like a not so great habit, right? We know that one friend that like smokes cigarettes, or she's like, I don't know, not the greatest when it comes to, you know, parenting, or, you know, just has a horrible dating life, or maybe she's just like, you know, whatever. Her puzzle pieces are just all over the place, right? And she's got some bad habits. We've all got bad habits. But out of these 5 friends that you spend time with, or 2 friends, or 1 friend that you spend time with, right? I want you to think of like one of their bad habits that they have that like really irks you. Like, I want you to think of like one thing that they do that they have like a bad habit. I have a friend that's like late for everything. All the time, doesn't matter what time you call her, doesn't matter what time you tell her, like, we're going at 12 and you could be lying and it's at 12:30 and she still doesn't get there until 12:40. She's late for everything. I'm her, actually. I just described myself. Just kidding. No, seriously, I got better at that. But how many of those friends that you know have bad habits, and you're like, oh yeah, that one smokes, that one's in and out of relationship after relationship, that one like works at Taco Bell, and like kudos to you for having a job, but like that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life, right? I want you to think about these women. I want you to think about the bad habits that you picked up. Even in those relationships that you were in, you ever date a drug dealer? Let's keep it real here. Anybody ever date a dude that was like in the nightlife, or date a dude that was like not so good for you, you know? And he was like up all night, and he just like ran the streets and like did whatever he was doing. And now you're up all night and running the streets and doing whatever he's doing. You know what I mean? Within moderation. How many of you have had that girlfriend that's like out every weekend? She's like, girl, come out, girl, come out, girl, come out. And you're like, all right, fine. Right? How many of you have that friend that's like, girl, come on. Why are you wearing that? Unbutton the top 2 buttons. And now you're like, How many of you have that friend? She said, I think I'm that friend. Whoo, Jesus. Whoo, I think I'm that friend. That is truth for you, honey. She said, I think I'm that friend. Listen, how many bad habits have you picked up from your friends or given to them? Even worse. I have a friend that jumps from relationship to relationship and loves to give out relationship advice. We all have that friend, honey. We all have that same friend. We probably know her. But like, seriously, what's the bad habit? Right? Do you find yourself giving relationship advice, Lola, as a single woman? Do you feel like you've picked up that bad habit from her? Do you feel like maybe just that friend that like drinks the extra 2 or 3 glasses of wine so you keep up with her? You know what I'm saying? Or the one that's like, you know, you don't smoke, but she's like, you know, so you're like, let me hit it real quick. Fine. Right? How many of you have done that? How many of you have like, you know, put a little something up your nose, or like, you know, fell victim to, you know, your friend getting you in the wrong place. Now you're in the wrong place. Right? I don't have friends that put anything up their nose, girl. When I did, I had to get rid of them because I ain't with them. Asking for stuff, not demanding more of the life. Not asking for stuff or not demanding more out of life. Ooh, picked up that bad habit. Woo, we get around that friend that's lazy, boy. And then all of the sudden, we're just like lazy. Now she don't have a job, and now we're calling off of work to go hang out with her. You know what I mean? Like, or, you know, one of them is like always falling behind, or always late, or always just always, you know? I'm the extra 2 to 3 glasses of wine. My first year of affluent date took my bad habits away really quick. I know that's right. None taken from my 10 women friends, but definitely 8 out of 10 do not practice hypergamy. Other than that, they're all 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10s, thank God. I highly doubt they're 10 out of 10s, but I believe you. Everybody's got they something, girl. Everybody's got they something. They can't all be chasing their career. They can't all be owning their own business. They can't be 10 out of 10 if they don't have all those things, right? If they're not chasing their dream, and their dream is to own whatever it is that their dream is, then they're not dreaming big enough, and they fall a little short of 10 to 10. Right? I don't think any of us have really achieved that master level Oprah, Beyonce 10 out of 10 yet. You know? And I'd probably bet $1 million if you've asked somebody else's million, because not mine, I don't have that kind of money. But if we bet $1 million that if you ask them, they would probably tell you the same thing. I am not a 10 out of 10. I fall short. I bet you. She said, I'm the hot-headed one. Ooh, we getting honesty now. I know that's right. Ladies, think of the person that you spend the most time with. I bet you're a reflection of them. I bet you are. I bet if you think of the person right now who you're closest to, I bet you're a lot like her. I bet you all of her good habits are probably your good habits, and all of her really horrible, awful habits are probably all of your really horrible, awful habits. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So what you need to be doing is looking for the person that you know who has the best habits. Who do you know who's got the best habits. Write their name down right now in the comment box. Who do you know? We're going to shout them out real quick. Who do you know? If you know their Instagram name, tag them. If you don't know their IG, just write their name real quick. Because I know we all have that one rock solid friend that's like, yo, she's got her stuff together. She's sharp. She's on it. She's a good mom. She's a good lady. She's a good girlfriend. She's a good best friend. She's a good auntie, cousin, whatever. Right? Think of that one person. I want you to write her name right now. I want you to just let the universe know that she's amazing and awesome, and let it bring her whatever it's bringing her. It's got to be a woman. What woman that you know that you look at and you're like, wow, she is just really got it together. If I could be more like her, I would. Who do you know who's like that? Who do you know who is like that? Who do you know who is in the position that you want to be in? Both with their business, with their relationships, with their mindset, with their journey, right? Who is it? Cameo? Shout out to Cameo. Denise for being dope. Tell me why these ladies are so awesome. Tell me why. My best friend Sierra, who has perfect grades, graduated NYU, has a job, and now has an apartment in NYC right out of school. Go ahead, girl. Woo! Shout out to Sierra. That's a good friend. Natalie. Tell me why Natalie is so dope. Good Girl Radio. Tell me why Good Girl Radio takes the cake for like the bombest friend you know. That if you could take some of her attributes, some of her qualities that make her so phenomenal, you would just snatch them right from her. You'd still let her keep some, but you'd snatch them right from her because she's just so bomb and just so dope. Thank you, Coco. Thank you, Coco. I'm very humbled by that. Thank you, Coco. My older sister, Siobhan. Shout out to Siobhan. Why? Why Siobhan? Tell me why. Oh, girl, we are friends, honey. We've been growing together for about 6 to 9 months. About 6 to 9 months, girl. You know how much hair I could grow in 6 to 9 months? Shoot. That's a long time. My friend Esther, she's always introducing me to her network. She's a great mom, always learning. She's getting into real estate, doing her thing. Shout out to Esther for being a bomb friend. Yes. Tell me why, ladies. She says she quit her job years ago to start her own business. She's been going strong for years. Loving and educated woman, very wise. Ooh. I like y'all friends. At least you have one. Thank God you have one. Thank God you have one. Tell me why, ladies. If you dropped her name, tell me why. If you know one person that you could emulate, if you know one person that you would maybe not change lives with, but just take some of her attributes, some of her strong suits, some of her drive and determination and success, and you could just snatch a little bit for yourself, who would it be? Denise. Pretty Gun says, Denise, she's responsible, very grounded. She knows her worth. She's always telling me I can do better and to be independent. Shout out to Denise. Yes. Yes, honey. Because listen, if you could make more Denises in your life, Pretty Guns, if you could make more Denises in your life, I promise you that your level up will be like lightning fast. Right? I promise you, because all of those things that everyone told us were true, you are the company that you keep. Why do you think these forums are so incredibly valuable? Why do you think they're no longer $2.49? Right? They're going up to $9.99 again come this weekend on Saturday, ladies. This forum, this space, this community, this sorority of women, right, are like you, right? They got your flaws too. Don't get me wrong. We're not perfect, right? But the company you keep is so valuable that when these women step into the forum, they're in there for 24 hours before they're seeing results for $2.50. What? Unheard of. But it's the company you keep. See, it's not, there's no magic in the forum. There's no thing you go there and you just click play and there's like some kind of like magic fairy that pops out the sky and sprinkles some sugar on you and now you're, wake up in a rich man's world. No. But the company you keep is so important to your level up, whether it be dating, whether it be your business. If you don't know business owners, that's why you're not one. If all your friends are single, that's why you are. Let's just keep it real. You are the company you keep. If you, right, let's expand on that a little bit. If you are single because you're waiting on the right guy and you don't know how to find the right guy and none of your friends have the right guy, you have the wrong friends. Okay? If you are trying to no longer work at that damn 9 to 5 that you hate, that you've been struggling at, that you're risking your life to go to every day, right? And you look around you and all of your friends are working 9 to 5s and they clock in and clock out and live their life like robotically, just waiting to die and collect maybe Social Security or like, something maybe, if they're lucky, if that's around by then, right? Because that's what you're becoming and that's what you will be. Look around you. Your audience is who you are. Everything they filter out is filtering through you. Everything they pump out is pumping out through you. Ladies, everything. So if you're digging through your phone, and the company that you keep is doing nothing, throw the whole phone away. Throw the whole phone away. Because listen, this group, this forum full of women, they're all like-minded, meaning they're like you. They have their flaws, absolutely. However, the end goal is the same game. Level up your lifestyle, meet someone amazing, accomplish all your goals. Boom, live life to the fullest. Living my best life, right? And we ain't about to go back and forth with those shit friends, right? We're just not. Why are we spending our time with people who are not doing what we want to do in life? Why are we spending our time with people who are going nowhere? Why? When you could be stepped into a space where there's nothing but women that are going to drive you, encourage you, inspire you. They're authentic, they're genuine, they're real. They're going through the same things you're going through. Why are we not helping each other? Why are we not standing in for each other? We're missing something, ladies. And the 3 reasons why you're not leveling up, the very first one, look in your phone. Look in your phone. You are the company you keep. And if you look around you and the women around you are not where you want to be or heading in that direction, and the women around you, your friends, are not leveling up their lifestyle, it's time to ditch those friends. You can love them, but you have to leave them. Because until you surround yourself with greatness, you'll never be great. Until you surround yourself with success, you'll never have a success story. Until you surround yourself with someone who's done what you want to do so you can do what they did to get what they got, you're never going to have it. So I want you to understand that if your level up journey when it comes to dating different is failing, if your a business idea or your 9 to 5 freaking sucks and you hate it, but you still go there every day, right? I can tell you that the number one reason why you are still walking in that incredibly awful, drowning cycle is the company you keep. I promise. I promise. So if you need new company, ladies, click the link in bio, head over to sweet2elite.com and get yourself signed up for the forums. It's $2.50 between now and Saturday. We're going to get into number 2 and number 3 later on this week, right? We got a cash giveaway coming up at the end of this week. We got Papa's Live coming up at the end of this week. We've got the Fempreneur Business Blueprint Call where we're giving away a free website at the end of this week. So we got a lot coming up this week, ladies. But I can tell you that you won't nearly be excited if you're not surrounded by anyone else who is. If no one else in your life is surrounded by a cash giveaway or surrounded by women who want to win or surrounded by greatness and surrounded by drive and determination and focus, forget it. She said tomorrow, new phone, who dis? As it should be. As it should be. And don't ditch all your friends and have no one. Right? These women in this group, again, they're real ladies just like you, right? We build connections, we build bonds. That's why we call it the sorority, because it's literally sisters we become after we spill our beans and drop our stories and give our guts and right? Like, we've really, really become bonded. And if you need those kind of relationships in your life with like-minded women, then you need to go over to the forum and get yourself signed up. You really do. So I promise you this week, you're going to have all three. You're going to know the company you keep and why it's so valuable and important. You're going to know where to find new company. Okay, I got you. Head over to Sweet to Elite, check out the Sweet Student Forums. Make sure you read your receipt when it comes, your thank you, right? Make sure you read it because it'll give you the exact steps on what you need to do to see the same success that P saw overnight. Literally 24 hours she stepped into the forum, and with the guidance and the help, granted she stayed up all night reading, but with the guidance and help overnight, she met someone amazing. The next day, literally, I tell no lies, right? I tell no lies. Let me see if I can actually find her screenshot. New to the site and I have no idea where to start was number 1. And then she said, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Boom. There it is. She's telling you right there. Perfect conversation, amazing conversation. There's your date difference ad. Right? The last time we did this Fempreneur Business Blueprint call, not only did we create entrepreneurs all over by just kicking out thoughts and ideas on this free webinar, but we gave away a free website and created 8 brand new business owners that you will meet if you decide to step in to the Fempreneur Business Blueprint call. We don't do this call for nothing, right? At the end, I'm going to give you a little pitch on why you should choose to work with us and why you should build your business right now. And if you're a firm believer in getting yourself started, you will decide to work with us, and that's what I get out of the deal, right? So I'm giving you my 80%, so my 20% comes back tenfold. Tonight is my 80%. Okay, tonight is my 80%. Head over to sweet2elite.com. You can sign up for the forums right on the website, sweet2elite.com. There's a little tab at the top that says if you're new, click here, join now. Okay, make sure you get it before the COVID special is over. But remember, ladies, you must participate and give to the group in order for you to get from it. Okay, because the company you keep is not a one-way street. Okay, it is a two-sided situation. And in order to give, you got to get. In order to get, you got to give. Okay? So make sure that when you step into the forums, you are giving, you are posting, you are letting us know your stresses, struggles. You let us know what works and what doesn't, right? You let us know, right? Jojo, good friend of mine, I can't wait for you to step into the forum, girl. It's only $2.50, and I can't wait for you to pop in and tell your story. Jojo is one of our ladies that was killing it when she stepped in, and Jojo is one of our ladies that was, I mean, granted, she lost like 150 pounds, but she was a BBW, still curvy queen, but was a BBW, honey, and was killing the game. And the only place that you can come in contact with these women and meet them is in the forum. Remember, ladies, you are the company that you keep. If you want to date different, if you want to become a business owner and be your own boss, you've got to get surrounded by women who win and who want it just as bad as you do. On that note, I'm out of here for the night, ladies. I appreciate you all tuning in and participating. For those of you that were jotting down notes, shout out and kudos to you for being a little wiser this time around. Next time your phone rings, you're going to have a lot of thought that goes into that phone call. Yes, yes. Remember, ladies, everything you see in our testimonials, when you go to our website and you click success stories in our menu, remember that those success stories come from women who are putting in the effort. They're in the student forums. They are working. They are writing. They are reading. They are diligently absorbing and applying. So if you want that to be you, make sure you head over to the forums tonight. I will see you there. Ciao, ladies. Remember, it's not just a luxury, it's a lifestyle.